99 Queen Street West.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages,
Please welcome
Virgin Mornings
Love the Mornings.
with Adam Wylde, TJ, and Jax.
Very fun, isn't it?
Okay, let's go.
Friday! Made it! 9 degrees right now, going up to 14 today. But who cares? It's Friday. Don't even care what the temperature doesn't exist. Calories don't exist.
That's right.
Pandemics don't exist, except they absolutely exist. And wear your mask. Let's have a good time today. Let's have a good day today. Virgin Radio Moneymaker is at 7 o'clock. That gets you $500 instantly. What you should do right now is text money in your name to 99999. Check in with the crew. TJ, what's on your mind?
Adam, did you or producer Jesse know that's anything about Jax and I this morning?
You're both wearing leather jackets because when you're a jet, you're a jet all the way.
That's right, friend.
That's right.
Yeah, Jax and I accidentally wore the same jacket today, so
And
we're
by-
slowly morphing into one.
And by accidentally, I've had this coat for a couple of years, and you just got yours last week, and you're really excited about it. I'm just calling facts
Are you
over
playing
here.
jacket seniority right
Yeah,
now?
you look hot.
Now,
You
I
look
got to
hot.
ask you guys, real or pleather?
Absolutely
pleather?
not. Yeah, it's not real.
Really?
Is it from
the same place?
I wouldn't wear. No, mine's from
Nice
Zara.
try. Zara?
Where's yours from?
H&M.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Wow.
The height of quality.
Literally
over
the
here.
same show or the same store.
Yeah.
Jax, what's up?
Well, I just want to give a really, really, really big shout out to Inside Out Film Festival, one of the biggest queer film festivals in the world. Kicking off obviously in a totally different way, both virtually and in drive-in spaces this week. They team up every year with the folks at Crave as well as Bell Media. And tonight I'm going to be hosting Jump Darling, the premiere of Jump Darling, drive-in style downtown. So anybody
Where
going
at?
out there tonight?
Where at?
It's just on the waterfront.
Oh,
Yeah,
amazing.
So it's going to be
right by the docks.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
gonna be, no, it's right down by Fort York. So
Oh, by Fort York. That's
Yeah,
amazing. Okay,
so-
very cool.
yeah, so very excited
And
about
you're
that.
there live. And you're going to be
Yeah.
doing something live
I'm
and in
gonna be
person
doing
and
something live,
distance.
but it's gonna be weird because I haven't like emceed something in a really, really long time. So it's gonna be like,
Oh, that's
yo,
gonna be
honk
fun.
your horns if you pumped up. Like
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
Text me a palm tree
Yeah.
emoji if you're
Please,
excited.
if you say that,
Yeah.
please have someone record that so we can run it.
Everybody, put your horns up if you're ready to party.
Flash your high beams. Producer Jesse.
Every day we put together a list of things we want to talk about on the show. And Jax on Wednesday withheld a link because she didn't want to talk about it because she'd be embarrassed about it.
What?
Oh.
Subway's bread has legally been classified as not bread because the sugar contents are too high.
Don't call
And
me out.
Jax, who loves Subway, told me yesterday, I was going to put it in the show, but I was scared everybody would make fun of me.
Now,
I love Subway so much.
to be clear, this is a ruling from Ireland.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we can't, it's not a Canadian ruling. I don't want to get anybody in trouble here, but they do say that the sugar content's a little bit high and that maybe it's a little bit more fun than we thought. So
I'm just curious what else Jax has been withholding from
Yeah.
us.
Okay.
good question.
Yeah.
Jax, any
What
response?
other articles are you suppressing?
Well, I'm gay.
Shocked. We need to talk about that later.
Good morning.
Ghosted after 6 o'clock this morning.
Oh,
It's 99.9 Virgin Radio.
Virgin Mornings.
With what's trending.
And this is what's trending right now.
Overnight, Donald and Melania Trump tested positive for COVID-19. He tweeted out this morning just before 1. Tonight, Flatus and I tested positive for COVID-19. We will begin our quarantine and recovery process immediately. We will get through this together. This certainly complicates things for his election campaign. Stranger Things has begun filming season 4, which is some pretty exciting news. Obviously, with what's going on in the world, they had to put things on hold. But this is great news for fans of the show. Now, you would think that the new season would be out before next summer. I think they were in the middle of filming before, and then they had to shut everything down. I can't really remember exactly. But not too long ago, people affiliated with the show mentioned the possibility of going beyond a 4th season, and there's been a lot of rumors that this would be it. But there's other rumors, too, that it could go into a 5th.
Honest question, because like I think somebody has to ask it. Are things gonna get stranger?
Ew. No, do not laugh at that.
I liked it
Do
a
not
lot.
give her that.
And
Both
it's
of you.
growing
Producer
on me.
Jesse,
It's
stop
really
it.
good.
I just
it's
why
really
is
good.
it shows like it's cool, but like yes.
Wow.
Yeah,
You gave her the bell for that?
She gets approval.
I don't get the show. I just don't get it.
999. Do we give her that? We can't give her that.
It's too late. It's been
Please,
given.
It's been a weird week.
People say staying at home has made their houses dirtier than they've ever been. 74% of people agree to this. They say as a result of their family being home more often due to COVID-19, COVID-19, their houses have never been dirtier. My theory is you're just noticing more things now.
Yeah, true.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, it's not getting dirtier. You're just like, I didn't realize that baseboard hasn't been cleaned in 4 years.
Right, exactly, right? Because you see details, you're like, I don't ever look at this corner of this room ever.
No, ever. There's a bunch of new house rules that families have adopted since the beginning, and it's things that you would expect. 60% of families wash their hands as soon as they walk in the door. 49% of families clean doorknobs and other high-contact surfaces regularly. I would hope so. 48% of people shower when returning from a highly populated area.
Yep.
And another 43% of families now wipe down packages before opening.
You all laughed at my 3 bubble baths a day, but now who's smart and safe?
The people who charge you hydro.
That's right.
True.
Exactly.
True.
That's what's trending. I'm TJ.
Thank you, TJ. Just over an hour from right now, it's going to be the Virgin Radio Moneymaker, meaning you getting $500 instantly. What you need to do at this moment, if you can safely do it, money is the keyword, then your name through a text message to 99999. Money first, your name second with Virgin Radio. $500 coming at 7 for you.
Sometimes we laugh and sometimes we cry, but
Good and sunny days, 'cause it's only when it rains.
This is Virgin Mornings with Adam Wylde, TJ, and Jax.
On 99.9 Virgin Radio.
You ever teach your friend a life skill that you're like, I'm so sort of surprised you didn't know this, but I'm happy that I get to teach you that. You get that little pride of like, hey, this is a thing that I'm going to teach you.
I taught TJ how to wear a leather jacket. this week.
Now you're both wearing one today.
Yeah.
I actually taught TJ yesterday how to change a diaper.
It was weird though because he did it on himself. So he's like, "All right, I'm gonna get on the
I
table."
don't like that joke. I don't want that joke. No.
So
joking.
I had a doctor's appointment, and TJ came over with his girlfriend Val. We're all in the same bubble, and said, "I will watch while you do your thing." And so before I said, "Here's you as a parent, you're gonna be like, here's the food, here's their normal routine. She's just woken up from a nap. She should be good to go. If you want to go for a walk, here's the stroller, whatever." And TJ, you said, I've never changed a diaper.
Well, I've been an uncle for like the better part of a decade.
How many nieces and nephews do you have?
I have 4. So my oldest nephew is going to be 13 in November.
Yeah, true.
And then I got a couple younger. So I got 2 7-year-old nieces, and then my wee baby nephew Austin is 2.
That's why I was surprised, because I thought at some point he must have changed the diaper,
No,
right?
right? You just pass it off when you smell something. So I learned a lesson.
So I taught him the whole thing, which is lie them down, pull their legs up, wedge it underneath the bum, clean, wipe down, not wipe up. You know what I'm saying? Did the whole thing. Now, TJ.
Yes.
Did you have to change a diaper throughout?
No, and I'm going to be honest with you. There was a period about an hour in where we thought there might have been an incident, and Val and I did a lot of sniff tests, and luckily there was nothing because the panic in our eyes.
You could have just taken a look.
Have you ever been, like, you started, it's day 1 on a new job.
Yeah.
And you've been trained a little bit and you have the general gist.
Yeah.
But then your manager's like, hey, I got to go somewhere for like 4 hours.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, that's fine. And they're like, by the way, an emergency might happen. And then they just leave and you're like, I think I know what I'm supposed to do. That's how I felt.
That was my first shift at Shoppers Drug Mart. Somebody had to do a return. And that is terrifying when you're a cashier. Terrifying.
You love to say that you worked at Shoppers. I don't
loved
think you
working
actually
at Shoppers
did.
Drug Mart. I did. I loved it. But doing
proud of
returns
you,
is not my
Teach.
thing.
Thank you.
And
I'm
you know
proud
what,
of you
Adam?
too.
I'm proud of you too.
Well, thank you. Here's the thing, TJ, you're ahead of the game. I didn't learn how to change a diaper until after Everly was born. And we're sitting in the hospital, and the nurse is like, do you know how to change a diaper?
Yeah.
And Everly's mom was like, well, I do. And I looked at her and I was like, I don't.
I bet that's so common though.
He's
for
watching
guys.
YouTube videos on his phone.
So, you know the white penitent stuff that you put on them?
Yeah.
I thought, because she was an infant, and when infants come out, they have dry skin sometimes. I thought that had to go over her whole body.
No.
So I started putting it in. So there's a picture of me at the hospital, and she is neck deep in penitent.
Yeah.
And the nurse is just like howling at me like, you are the worst dad.
No.
It was pretty bad.
And they gave him a trophy and everything.
Yeah.
There's my clap for you both, boys.
Thank you.
There
I
you
know.
are.
It's embarrassing. 99.9 Virgin Radio.
if I woke up.
And this is what's trending right now.
Ontario announces new pandemic pay raises for personal support workers. Doug Ford announced this during his daily press conference yesterday that PSWs, personal support workers, will start receiving an extra $2 per hour or $3 per hour. It's really great news for frontline workers who have been pulling super long shifts since the very beginning of the pandemic, and this is nice to see some people getting some help. Hey, shout out to Nicki Minaj, who just welcomed her first baby.
Yes, girl.
That's a big woo.
Yeah.
The name and sex have not been revealed, but it sounds like they are both happy and healthy, which is the very important thing. Of course, she announced her pregnancy back in July. And today is a really awesome day for new music. We got stuff coming out from Dua Lipa and DaBaby, Megan Thee Stallion and Young Thug.
Yeah.
Blackpink put out an album, and Demi Lovato has new music out. But the thing that we've been excited about for a few days,
Yes.
Shawn Mendes. So we played a clip of Shawn Mendes yesterday, and it sounded a little bit down-tempo. It was from a teaser video online where he's like laying on the ground and playing piano. I don't know how you'd pull that off, but he did. Turns out that's not the song. The song is called Wonder, which is what the new album due out in December is called as well. And we're going to play it for you right now on 99.9 Virgin Radio.
Another iHeartRadio World Premiere.
So you texted these in all week to secret at 99999, and it's good to confess your sins before the weekend because you go out and sin some more.
Yeah, that's right.
Safely.
That's how it works.
Sometimes not. And this is why we change all the names.
Okay.
We're going to start with Shauna, fake name from Scarborough, my hometown. Shout out Scarborough. I have a giant crush on Mayor John Tory.
Really?
Daddy Tory.
Daddy
Yeah.
Mayor. I don't know what it is. I think it might be the power.
Power. He makes you feel safe.
Yeah. He's also super handsome.
He's a handsome guy.
Yeah,
Charming dude.
Nice man.
Good eye contact.
Yeah, and has done really good through all of this. Like there's the thing is though, when he's upset, you feel it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's
like-
kind of hot, though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
We better move on. I'm sweating over here.
Authoritative, all right.
Megan from Oshawa texted secret to 99999. Hey, if this pandemic has taught me anything, it's that I hate my roommates.
Oh, okay.
I have 2 months left in the lease, and I'll never see Brian play video games at 2 a.m. Or Kayla and her dumb boyfriend ever again.
Stop it.
It is a lot when your roommate has a significant other because they become
it?
your
Yeah.
significant other in a way.
It feels like there's something here. Like you.
Yeah, no, go on.
No, I dated a girl and she had a roommate who had a boyfriend, and just all of a sudden she messaged me and was like, yeah, so I guess her boyfriend now lives with us full time, and like they didn't even consult her on it, and like it just gets messy.
And yeah, when that happens too, a lot of
Yeah.
people will be like, well, she doesn't need to pay rent, or he doesn't need to pay rent. I'm paying the rent. And be like,
Yeah,
well, no. If they live here, they have to pay rent.
That's not how
And
it
therefore,
works.
my rent goes down because everybody's paying equally here.
Yeah, exactly.
Next one. Aaron, Burlington. Maybe on the Skyway right now. Who knows? On Wednesday, I was stuck in traffic, probably on the Skyway, on my way home from work, and had an emergency washroom break come on. I don't know what. I don't feel
You
like
do,
washroom.
though, don't you?
I guess.
You
Yeah.
do know.
I don't want to get into details, but I was several kilometers away from the next exit, definitely on the Skyway, and my pants went straight into the garbage when I got home.
Well, it happens to the best of us.
That's one of those where you hope you have pleather seats.
Jax.
What? TJ was going to have a confession today, but I think it's going to be you now.
No, it's not. Let's move on to TJ. That's the story for another day.
TJ, we must
We
hear.
can't not. I can still hear mine, but if this involves you and ruining a pair of pants, I'm in.
I'll just say that I was in Los Angeles a couple of years ago and traffic was really, really bad. And I had to pee really, really bad. And I had a really, really large Starbucks cup and it didn't go accordingly to plan. It's really hard to do that. And
Yeah.
I was in a rental car and some fees were accrued.
Whoa.
Did you not get your deposit back?
So
'cause
what
you
was your
peed in
story?
the
My
rental
favorite,
car?
my favorite part about that
was your
is that
story?
she'd have to drive a rental car in LA that is boiling hot.
Yeah.
So of course it's going to smell fantastic.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great, Jax.
Let's hope you're hydrated.
TJ, he had the confession this morning
I can't make
because
it.
we got to confess stuff. So
Guys, last week I mentioned how I booked a trip to an optometrist a couple weeks ago, and I was giving glasses,
Yeah.
and now I'm a glasses guy. These things are making me so nauseous all the time. I can't handle it.
Stop wearing them then.
That's not the way it works. Keep them on because then you'll get through the nausea. Like it's just your eye setting.
Puke.
No, that's
One of the two.
Adam. Don't
Stop
listen to
waiting.
Adam.
You know what I'll do?
Oh my
I'll
God.
get a
Glasses
rental
on.
car.
You don't need them. Stop putting them on. Before we get to what we're going to talk about, a bunch of people are texting us right now going, TJ, it's not normal that you feel nauseous like this with your glasses that you don't need. It means they gave you too strong of a prescription. That's why you're woozy. Contact your eye doctor.
And I said, well, to spite Jax and Adam, I'm just going to learn to live with it, to which they responded, as you should, King.
This is Virgin Mornings with Adam Wylde, TJ, and Jax.
On 99.9 Virgin Radio.
Now, yesterday we were talking about Jax's dog, and it's a 6-pound Pomeranian named Reg. Cute guy, so sweet.
love Reggie.
He's such a good boy. Thing is, he was going in for surgery.
Yeah.
And he was getting a bunch of teeth removed because he's like 8, 9 years old.
He's
and
9, yeah.
And that's what happens, right? With palms, they kind of
fall
lose their
apart.
teeth.
They fall apart.
They do, but they live like 18 million years.
Yeah.
Now, you asked, and we thought this was weird, to keep his teeth.
Yes.
And the surgery was yesterday, so everybody wants to know, A, did you keep his teeth? And B, is he okay?
So I want you to guess how many teeth Reginald had taken out yesterday.
I don't even know how many teeth dogs have, so I don't...
78.
Let's say, I don't know, 5.
Lower.
Oh. 3?
Lower.
1?
Lower.
He didn't have any teeth taken out?
He tricked me.
What do you mean he tricked you?
Jesse, producer Jesse, look. So when you go in, and Reggie has a history of crying wolf. So let me give you a little bit of backstory on this. About 6 weeks ago, he wouldn't eat. He wouldn't eat, and he's very temperamental. Palm trees are very saucy.
Yeah.
But I took him into the vet, and they were like, "Yeah, like he's 9. He's gonna have to have some teeth removed. He's in pain. Like he's showing signs of distress. Put him on.
Aren't we all?
Put him on. Like Caesars, like the little like sugar snack. Like it's like candy.
Soft,
Crap.
right, yeah.
Soft food for dogs. So the vet, rightfully so, said, it could be 2 teeth, it could be 10. We don't know until we get in there. And he went in yesterday, and they're like, "Oh, he's fine. He just needed his teeth cleaned in a day." So he's fine. Yeah.
He just wanted a spa
So
day.
what happened was he was addicted. He was addicted to the Caesars, and he knows how to manipulate me. So he's been tricking me for almost 2 months. Yeah.
Hold on.
Nothing
Your dog.
happened. He didn't have any extractions.
Your 6-pound dog that
Tricked
has
me.
a brain literally the size of a quarter.
No, he manipulated me. Yeah, and
Manipulated
the
you into
doctors.
thinking that you and the doctors
And the
into thinking that he needed massive dental surgery.
Like I was on the phone with him this like whole week, like talking. They were talking about like like aftercare and like stitches and like all the drugs.
Adam and I were preparing for the worst today.
Yeah,
like
my
we were
girl-
like, "Okay, when Jax comes in, we don't know what's going to happen. Like
Yeah.
we're probably going to have to support her tomorrow." Like I had
my
a text
girlfriend
ready in my
Michelle
drafts.
made me a care package. Because she thought I was going to be in rough shape. And so when they called me yesterday, they're like, "Everything was good, like no extractions needed. We're going to have to keep him till 9 though. He's very tired." And I'm like, "From what?" What he is? He's always tired. He tricked me. He was so addicted to the Caesars.
I don't
He's
even
never
know.
eating
Are you
again.
shocked? Like-
He's never eating again.
Jax, when you talked about
Yeah.
how your 6-pound dog runs your life, I used to
Yeah.
just think it was a joke.
No.
But this is not a bit.
No.
Like he 100% has you wrapped around his paw.
I cried yesterday at home waiting to find, like I was crying because I was like, "He's my life. He's my man. He's the only man."
And this is what's trending right now.
Overnight, Donald and Melania Trump tested positive for COVID-19. He tweeted out this morning just before 1 a.m. Tonight, Flavis and I tested positive for COVID-19. We will begin our quarantine and recovery process immediately. We will get through this together. This will certainly complicate things for his election campaign.
Yes.
Stranger Things has resumed filming season 4. Obviously, with what was going on in the world, they had to postpone filming for season 4, which is a bummer because the show is just beloved. I personally don't get it, but it is a good show. It's fun. Yeah, super good time. Anyway, you think the new season's going to be out before next summer, and not too long ago, people involved with the show were talking about what the future of the show looks like, and obviously they're doing season 4. There is rumors that they're going to extend beyond that into season 5, but the kids will be middle-aged by then, so who really knows? 11's going to be more like 25. Am I right? I don't need your approval. People say staying at home has made their houses dirtier than ever. That's according to 74% of people in this new survey. They said that the family home is way more dirty, and they think it's because there's more people over. With the kids being stuck at home and the parents being stuck at home working. I think you're just home more often, so you're noticing things aren't as clean as you thought they were.
That's possible. And I think the other thing is, like, you are using your own stuff more, right?
Yeah.
Like, you're there. Of course it's dirtier. You're there all the time. Why wouldn't it be dirtier?
Have you guys noticed that you owned way more stuff than you realized?
Oh yeah.
Yes. Well, when I moved this spring,
I also feel like all I do is just clean. Like I have a little routine. I mean, we're in like a routine weirdness right now anyways, but I feel like I'm just cleaning because I never leave.
In a weird way, and I'm a very fastidious person. I'm a big cleaner. I've found myself getting more lazy with it.
Really?
Yeah, which is...
You're letting yourself go,
I'm
old
letting
boy.
the hair down.
he's wearing glasses and he's letting some dust
I'm
hang.
filthy.
Yeah, oops. Watch out for me. I'm a bad boy. That's what's trending on TJ.
Thank you, TJ. So, brand new Shawn Mendes in about an hour. We're going to play it again for you. Also, we have a huge announcement at 8 o'clock today.
Woo!
And I'm telling you, you're going to love this, especially with Thanksgiving on the way. In the meantime, it's Roses. St. John, Virgin Radio.
With Adam Wylde, TJ, and Jax.
So it's Friday morning.
Sure is.
And we have a big Friday morning announcement for you. And then after this, we're going to play a party song. It's been a tough week. The whole, the COVID reemerging and everything going on. So we figured, we're just going to brush the cobwebs aside a little bit.
Yeah.
Have some fun. But first, let me tell you about this. Because we all know that Thanksgiving this year is not going to be what we're used to. But we here at 99.9 Virgin Radio want to bring you closer to your loved ones for a Friendsgiving.
Whoa.
You see what we did there? So to enter, text the word thanks to 99999. Tell us who you want to say thanks to this year. Maybe it's someone who lives across the country or someone who lives a little bit closer. If we choose your story, we could be calling you to give you a round trip flight for you and a friend to get together next Thanksgiving, courtesy of Swoop Airlines. Starting Monday, we're going to start awarding one trip every single day at 8:30 in the morning. So again, you want this? It's a free round trip.
Hell yeah.
That's pretty rad. Like, obviously you can't travel right now. But even, I don't know about you guys, but given the fact you can't travel this year, I've been thinking about my next trip is going to be, and I really want to go nuts
And
on
it's
it.
you go ballistic.
Yeah.
For sure.
A glimmer
Absolutely.
Of hope, a glimmer of hope.
So Swoop wants to take you to see your friend next Thanksgiving. And again, text the word thanks first, along with your story. Thanks is the key word, then your story. Who do you want to say thanks to this year? 99999 to text it. And maybe it's someone who lives across the country. Somebody you want to see that you haven't seen in a while.
What you're missing.
Jax, who is the one person that you would want to see? Because I know there's one in particular, and you haven't seen her in over a year.
Yeah, it's the longest I've gone without seeing her. I want to see my mom. I really, really miss my mom. She's back in Nova Scotia, and they have different stipulations around
You're basically not allowed in the province.
Yeah, you can't go in the province unless you have a lot of time to spend there, and they're really rightfully so protective over their COVID numbers. So I haven't seen my mom, and I miss her a lot. Yeah.
So
and she's alone, so I want to go bug her.
Absolutely. You want to go bug her?
Yeah, I want to go rad.
Mom, I'm hungry.
I want to go not make my bed in the morning.
Yeah.
Well,
Come on,
listen,
Mom.
again, it's thanks. Who you want to say thanks to next Thanksgiving? You're on a plane. And Jax, do you want to take this one for me?
It has been a strange week, hasn't it, husbands?
Oh,
A
yes.
week you thought, we're doing this again, hey? And every day is changing. Every day is different. But every day, Adam Wylde and TJ, we are shuffling.
Virgin Radio.
Virgin Mornings with Adam Wylde, TJ, and Jax.
On 99.9 Virgin Radio.
What do you think about this? Mountain Dew flavored hot sauce.
Oh, boy. Come on, man.
Announced this week. And you can, and people were asked to vote on Twitter for the type of pepper that they should use for this. Voting ended this morning.
Yeah, that's what they should vote on.
Habanero peppers got the most votes. And Mountain Dew hot sauce will go on sale, according to a company called iBurn.
Of course.
That's a great company name.
They're saying it's limited edition thing for now, but I guess if it takes off, people are into it.
I don't hate it.
What? Really?
I mean,
Show your
why
work.
not? I just bold flavors are meant to be put together. Mountain Dew, ooh, what a quench that is in the back of my throat.
Mountain Dew's like
Hot
drinking
sauce.
a battery.
Who hurt you? I always ask this,
Mountain
but
Dew.
who hurt you?
No, okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a little segment. Sometimes we do pump it or dump it.
Yeah.
Like last week, we pumped or dumped Vin Diesel's new song with Kygo, right?
And boy, did we pump it.
Did we ever?
This week, it's going to be yum or dumb.
Oh my God.
So, would you try this, or you're like, no, it's dumb? You know what I mean?
Yep.
So 416-872-9999. 999 to text.
People are already swearing on our text line.
Mountain Dew flavored hot sauce. Is it yum or is it dumb? Call us. Text us. Tell us. It's 99.9 Virgin Radio. Adam Wylde, TJ, and Jax. Mountain Dew habanero hot sauce. Company called iBurn is putting this together, and they're like, well, it's going to be limited edition because it doesn't need to exist.
Yeah.
I think. But Jax is not totally against it.
I don't
TJ, you're
hate
with
it.
me.
I don't hate it.
I think it sounds like the worst thing.
Jax, what is it about
You find
Mountain Dew?
pepper spicy.
I do. So I don't like hot sauce
Yeah.
and the
Yeah,
Mountain.
okay.
I don't know about the Mountain
So
Dew.
you're already biased. I
Yeah.
love hot sauce, but there's no way No way.
So I think we even each other out then.
Live life to the max. Try it out.
Stop it.
I keep Tabasco in the studio.
Yeah, you do.
Because they kindly sent over some Tabasco, and I love it. But I cannot... Mountain Dew, first off, Mountain Dew's pretty gross, right?
Yeah.
Can we just admit that?
No, Mountain Dew's good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it?
When was
Listen,
the last
if
time
you saw
when
my
was the last time you actually had a can of Mountain Dew?
Probably like 3 weeks ago.
Wow!
Are you serious?
Yeah, like I was if you look at photos of me as a child, like I was a pop kid. I was a pop kid for sure. And like I don't drink pop anymore because I have to stay away from my true love.
So we are, like we said, doing a little survey. Yum or dumb? 416-872-9999. What do you think?
I'm going to say dump, and I want you to dump that like your toxic ex.
Girl.
Yeah, suck it, Steven.
Hey.
Yeah.
And Mountain
Well,
Dew.
actually, I like girls, so suck it, Tina.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, frig off, Tina.
Yeah, Tina can suck it.
Yeah, get out of here, Tina.
Tina sounds like the worst. Text messages, TJ.
Yeah, it's pretty unanimous on the text slide from the 905. Almost as dumb as pumpkin spice craft dinner.
Okay.
Very dumb. That's
Oh,
from
wow.
Jessica.
Whoa.
Another one from the 905. Dumb, dumb, dumb. Dumb, 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 dumb. So dumb, I think I made myself just dumber. So I wouldn't say they're a fan. So look, Mountain Dew hot sauce has been taking some heat. So I wanted to find one that's in support of it. And I actually did find a few from well into the 905. Do the do. That's all it says. Another text from the 416. I'm not ashamed to say it. I love Mountain Dew. I have always loved Mountain Dew. I also put hot sauce on anything. I have all the time in the world for MD habanero hot sauce.
Yeah, man.
Gross.
I mean, not publicly, but in the privacy of my own home.
Okay.
Last one here. I have to read this out. Did you see the one from New Brunswick? East Coaster?
I had a crush on Jax until I found out she likes Mountain Dew.
Come back to me.
827, I'm Jax.
We were talking about Mountain Dew hot sauce, and we did this thing called Yum or Dumb. Is this yummy or dummy? And it's basically dumb one, obviously. However, somebody did text in something very intelligent about this hot sauce and why it could work.
Which is rare for the show, first of all. From the 647. But think about it. It's not really much different than having sweet heat with lime. Mountain Dew is a sweet citrus-based pop, and many Mexican flavors and hot sauces in general include lime, sweetness, and heat combined. It probably will taste more, air quotes, normal than what you think.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'm still not going to try it, but it's interesting.
Well, that is very, very interesting, and they're absolutely right. So maybe on some ribs it would be delicious. I don't know.
This is Virgin Mornings with Adam Wylde, TJ, and Jax.
On 99.9 Virgin Radio.
Honest question, and be honest with yourself on this one. What hurdles have you jumped to secure a booty call? How far have you gone? Distance or otherwise? Doesn't just have to be a long drive. Sometimes it's like, well, I got to get through this hoop and that hoop, and I got to put this thing, because sometimes the booty's worth it. Now, I'm gonna tell you a story. There's a reason we're asking this question. It's a U.S. man fined $1,000 and sent back home after trying to sail to BC to pick up his girlfriend.
So good.
He literally sailed the high seas for a booty call and then sailed into Canada where they picked him up. He's a 49-year-old from Washington State. Sailed to Surrey, BC to pick up his 50-year-old girlfriend.
Hey.
Because they still got it.
Oh, yeah.
They still got it. But got into trouble because he did not meet the requirements for an exemption to the Quarantine Act that would allow him to enter the country, according to police. They checked the boat and realized he was just straight up coming for a booty call.
Yeah, it was filled with condom and body chocolate.
It was a quote-unquote personal voyage. So he was sent back to the States and fined $1,000.
I love that. Just do what you need to do, or at least try, you know?
Well, maybe try. Please don't sneak into the country, especially if you're from the States.
No, I'm not endorsing that. Hang on.
Jax,
Sorry, I'm
Jax
confused.
Jax is pro-COVID for anybody listening.
Oh my God. I just believe in following your heart.
And also the North Star.
So here's what we got to ask you.
No, that's a joke.
How far have you gone for a booty call? Do you want me to start? Or are you looking at me like you want to start? Who wants to start?
No, I want you to start.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was living in Calgary, and I was dating somebody who worked with the radio station, but she did like a charity foundation that we were working with.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was the 1 a.m. Hey, what's up?
Oh.
Whoa. It wasn't a you up. She knew I was up.
Yeah.
So it was pouring rain. When I say pouring rain.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I have already had too much to drink, and this is pre-Uber, 6-7 years ago. So I had to walk in the pouring rain like I was in a music video, and I had a leather jacket on, and I ruined the leather jacket, and I was soaked by the time I got there.
No, I'm no longer a bad boy.
And we didn't even
No, really?
No, what?
cuddle and fell asleep.
Well, you were probably really cold.
I was
the warmth.
freezing. I was freezing. She's a really nice person, but we just didn't get to it. We were both exhausted.
Sometimes a nice spoon's good enough.
Oh,
though.
it's, you know what?
Not in that
that's
case.
I love a good spoon.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that was a big sacrifice.
When I was in first year college, I took an extra day working. Like I would pick up an extra shift just so I could put the gas money in my car because my girlfriend at the time lived in Port Credit. I lived in Brampton. So I couldn't afford the gas and she didn't drive. So I took an extra day's work so I could afford to put gas in my car. I had to plan this like a week in advance. So I could put the gas in my car to go pick her up. And then I had to bring her back to my place because her place wasn't good. And then I had to go back and drop her off and then come back.
Was it worth it?
It was pretty worth it.
Jax, what about you?
I've been known to bop around. I went to London, Ontario. I also may or may not have flown to Edmonton a couple of times.
Okay, so let me tell you about this, all right? Let me give you my perspective on this story. So at this time, Jax and I were not on the same show together, but we were on shows that were one after the other, okay? And this is before I knew TJ, but producer Desi and I were doing a show in the afternoons, and Jax was doing it in the middle of the day, and she kept saying in like November, December, January. Yeah,
really beautiful times.
Oh yeah, I'm just wrapping up here. She'd wrap up at 2:00 and then she'd go, I'm going to Edmonton this weekend. And I go, okay, there's like 1 week in the summer where Edmonton's nice.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it is cold and dark. Yeah. I'm like, why does she keep going to Edmonton? Turns out
the girl that I liked lived out there. Yeah, my ex-girlfriend now, but she was a sweetheart in Edmonton. Like,
didn't you fly out of Hamilton too to like to do the cheapest flight you possibly could, right?
Yeah, like at first I was like, I'll be there, whatever the cost. And like at first I was like, I'm
one flight out there.
Walk there. No. Yeah, and like I love Alberta, but like Edmonton's not gorgeous.
Edmonton is gorgeous. It's just gorgeous for a short period of time.
Exactly.
It's stunning in the summer.
And the people who say it's gorgeous are the people who are from there.
And the people though in Edmonton are like top notch.
best.
Some of the best people in Canada. Yeah, I love Edmonton, but yeah, you know, just gotta go walk down the street and go to Edmonton.
So we're asking you the same question. Hey, got a text here, 999. Traveled from England to Toronto for a booty call. I ended up marrying her 2 years later. We've now been married 10 years, and we have a 3-year-old.
Oh, that's cute.
That's from Daniel in Milton.
Glad
How about
to hear
this
it
one?
worked out for you. Yeah.
From the 647, I took a bike ride from South Common Mall to Brampton at Mount Pleasant for a booty call. LOL.
Oh.
Now, is that far?
That's a bike ride, man.
Yeah.
I don't know where South Common is.
Oh, it's south of Common.
You don't know
where it is?
don't.
I thought because you would know because it was Brampton.
I know Mount Pleasant.
Oh. Well, there's,
Burnham, Thorpe, and Aaron Mills.
Burnham, Thorpe, and Aaron Mills to Bramley? Oh, my God.
This is Virgin Mornings with Adam Wylde, TJ, and Jax.
On 99.9 Virgin Radio.
Anna sent us a text. Anna in Sault Ste. Marie, good morning.
Hi, how's it going?
Good. All right, so we're not calling for ghosted. Don't worry. We actually just wanted to call you because you had an amazing text message about the furthest you've gone for a booty call.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
So
it's kind of hot. Like, let's hear it.
Well, it's not so much a booty call. We were dating at the time.
Yeah, that's okay.
But it was, I was dating a guy in England. So, this was, so, and we didn't have a ton of time off. So we just we met up in Iceland as a short meetup for just the weekend. I left Friday and I came back Monday.
That's so hot.
That's the hottest thing I've ever heard.
And at the time it was really cheap. I flew there round trip from Toronto for like $320.
Yeah, it's cheap.
I was about to say it's like super accessible because they're trying to bump tourism in Reykjavik, right?
Yeah, and I've been there like 3 times now. It's one of my favorite cities.
I'd ask you how Reykjavik is, but I don't think you know. It's probably just the hotel room you stayed in, right?
I know from the other visits.
Love it.
You're amazing. Thank you for letting us call.
Yeah, thank you so much, honey.
Thank you so much. Bye.
And of course, we've got like a billion text messages. By the way,
Oh, yeah.
Reykjavik for the weekend?
Oh, not bad.
Yeah, man, I wish we could travel.
And you're meeting a dude with an English accent? Like, are we forgetting that part?
It's
Hello.
true.
You
Sorry.
would say?
Please pick us up in your British accent, Jax. Go ahead.
Hello.
No.
Nope.
No.
No,
You sound like
thanks.
the rejected Spice Girl.
Yeah.
Butch Spice. Hello. I have a mushroom cut.
All right.
Okay,
so
anyways.
let's get to those texts.
From the 647. My girlfriend at the time lived in New Jersey, and because my parents wouldn't let me drive, I had to take 3 Greyhounds just to get there. Yes, it was worth it. She took my virginity. LMFAO. Last 6 year from the 647. My fiance came to Calgary from Toronto just to meet me for 5 hours.
Ooh. Whoa.
That's an oil and gas person for sure.
I'm just gonna say those flights are with the round trip is $1,000 each way. So that's why I never came home when I lived in Calgary because it was so expensive.
Steal to a boot money.
Must have been a fun 5 hours. You know what I'm saying?
Or like 10 minutes.
Call it whatever you want. Scratch.
This is what's trending right now.
Ontario announces new pandemic pay raise for personal support workers. This was announced yesterday by Doug Ford at his daily press conference. PSWs would start to receive an extra $2 per hour or $3 per hour, which is really great news for frontline workers who have been pulling super long shifts since the very start of this thing. So shout out to them. Also, a big shout out to Nicki Minaj, who just welcomed her first baby.
Hey, good for you, Nicki.
The name and sex have not been revealed, but the important part is that they're both happy and they're both healthy. We've been waiting for this since back in July when she announced her pregnancy. And today's a really big day for music because we got new music from Dua Lipa and DaBaby. Megan Thee Stallion and Young Thug released new music. Blackpink put out an album, and Demi Lovato has new music out. But something we've been really excited about for the last couple days has been new music from one Shawn Mendes, who you might know is from the GTA. Now, yesterday we played you a clip of what we thought was going to be the first single. It turns out that's not it. That is what we think is the intro track for his new album, which, by the way, is due out December 4th, which is called Wonder. And the first single off it is called Wonder. And here it is now on 99.9 Virgin Radio.
Now, another iHeart